Hello and welcome to another episode of ET Auto. Today we have Mr. Balbir Singh Dhillon. He's head of Audi India and he'll talk to us about the luxury car market space, how it is going and what are the patterns and trends in this particular market. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Very happy to be with you always and also connecting through you to our customers.
So first of all, I would like to understand, what are the current trends as we see the mass market is, going through a slowdown. How does the space for luxury car market looking?
Well, my understanding is for the first 6 months, the luxury space has grown at about 8%. If you see this as compared to the previous year's growth, you will see that it is a little bit lower. But you have to keep in mind that we came out of pandemic and the growth was very steep, and that steep growth cannot be maintained. It obviously will. Let's say this growth will slow down a little bit, but we are very positive in the second half of this year that the growth will continue to be, and we will end up doing good numbers.
Right. So there are a lot of change for Audi India in last few years. You have been able to transform, and there are a lot of bull run for you. How do you see coming years for Audi India? What are the growth projections that you have?
Well, you're right. Last couple of years we've been doing extremely well. Last year we grew at about 89%. So we were almost doubling our sales. Well, as the base become larger, the growth, like I said, will not continue to be at that percentage. But we are very positive and we are very bullish about India story. We definitely feel it is not a story of a few years, but few decades. So our anticipation for the coming years is very positive. And along with our headquarters, we are planning all the time to bring in latest and the new models that are available globally, also for our customers in India. And I think this story will continue to be very positive in the years to come as well.
Right. Since you mentioned about the new product launches, would like to understand what kind of new product lineup you have for Audi India.
All right. So before I get into the product story, I also would like to share today with you and with all our customers is that we are celebrating today in India selling 100,000 cars.
Wow.
Yes. Audi in India is now home to 1 lakh Audis, and our customers really enjoy this brand. They love this brand, and that's what we are celebrating today. Also today we are launching one of our flagship car, which is Audi Q8. This is a car which we have been selling last couple of years, and we really have a vast range of customers who are buying this car either for driving or for being driven. And this is the car which will define also going forward our strategy and get us first-time buyers or get us repeat buyers.
Nice.
And we really look forward to also bring in more products. I will not be able to share more than this. As we get new products, we will also share new stories.
Right. You ventured into used car market space, luxury used car market space. What has been the update on that side? Has the business growing, and has it really helped your new car business as well to grow?
Well, this is a very valid point that you've brought in. We had a massive run on this particular side of the business. Way back in 2020, we had only 7 showrooms across the country. Standing today, we have 27 showrooms, and this business is growing leaps and bounds. Within this year, first 6 months also, this business has grown almost like 25-28%. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to bring in, the potential buyers of the luxury cars before they buy new cars also into luxury space.
Right.
We give them all the positive luxury Audi experience to pre-owned cars buyer, so that once they plan to buy a new car, they also buy an Audi. So our idea is that we widen the base for luxury space, and this we are trying to achieve through this. And year by year, sometimes the pre-owned cars that we sell, Audi approved plus cars that we sell, also are competing with our new car sales. That's how it is. It's a very positive story that we've spun last couple of years, and I believe this will continue to grow further.
Could you throw some light on electrification strategy, how it is going for you? What kind of percentage sales you have achieved so far? And since you're already operating in a very niche segment, but what's your plans for bringing products in the mass luxury segment above 50 lakhs to 70 lakhs?
Well, I would say, and I always say this, that electrification is a marathon. It's not a sprint that we are running. Right now, we are representing only a very limited segment. Most of our cars are, or let's say all of our cars are above 1.2 crores plus. So we are representing a limited segment. So our penetration right now is about 3%. Within luxury space, the overall penetration is about 6%. But this is growing. All of us are trying our best to, try to create the infrastructure as much as we can, or ecosystems of charging that we can. For an example, we have over 140 charging points within Audi, and our group brand dealerships. We've installed ultra fast charging station at BKC in Mumbai with 450 kilowatt. No, all our efforts also, apart from this, is also to create an ecosystem. For example, My Audi application, we have a special emphasis on electric cars where the customers can define their route. They will know which route they can go by to charge their cars.
Right.
Whether that charging station is working or not working to that extent. So all those detailings we are doing. Idea is that we give this comfort to our customers so that they adopt electrification. Response so far has been very positive, and our long-term vision remains to be what it was always, with which we also shared with you, that one day Audi will be a fully electric car company, and we're working towards it, and we're moving towards that side.
Going forward, do Audi India also looking at the local manufacturing or more localization of products in the Indian market?
Well, this is always the endeavor. Most of the cars that we sell in India are still, made in India. So the emphasis still remains, and it will continue to be that we can make as many cars as possible in India.
Got it. As you say, it's just a tip of the iceberg of the luxury car market in the Indian passenger vehicle segment. Because of the taxations, there are a lot of people are not able to get through this segment. What is your view on policy, and how do you see that going forward?
Well, it's you're right. The penetration of luxury cars in the overall car market is just over 1%, 1.2%, which is quite low. Even if I compare to any of the Southeast Asian market where the penetration is 5-6%, and some of the markets even 20%. So to that extent, I would say that we are still in the nascent stage of luxury. Though the luxury cars in India have been there for almost 20 years now, but the penetration still remains to be low. And we do anticipate that in the coming years, the penetration will grow. And as the aspirational Indians are moving forward in their lives, and we do see the economy growing, I think the penetration will continue to spread out. What we're trying to do in the meanwhile is also trying to spread through Audi Approved Plus pre-owned car program, or we are trying to make an ease for our customers to own the car through specific let's say the programs wherein the financing is made easy, financing is made longer. So all this that we can try from our side, we are doing. But I think it's always a matter of time that things change, and I do believe that in coming times our spread will widen.
So, basis on that, how do you see the new customer segments joining in the luxury brand wagon in terms of, what are the percentage of young buyers, and what are the, kind of different professionals, maybe, young professionals or startups, what are the new segments that you are seeing an emergence in the luxury car market?
So it's a very, very important thing. If you look at how the luxury cars have, sale of luxury cars have evolved in last 10 years. There used to be time 10, 12 years back when most of our focus used to be on real estate or people who used to own companies, only the big corporate. But I think this has changed and evolved a lot. A lot of professionals are buying our cars, be it doctor, chartered accountant, and like you mentioned, a major ecosystem that is growing in India is also startup. So whenever there is a value creation that happens in the startups, people's wealth also goes up. And then one of the things, apart from a good home, anybody wants to buy is a luxury car.
Right.
And I think also the infrastructure that is developing in India is also helping people travel intercity, and they want to enjoy their life. This culturally, if I give you some data point in terms of the demographics, 42% of our cars are sold to the customers who are less than 40 years of age.
Wow.
And almost 70% of our cars are sold to the customers that are less than 50 years of age. So there is a lot of youth that is buying luxury. And what has also changed is the mindset of from saving to spending. Everybody wants to live their dreams. And car is, I think we are a very emotional country, and for
what
us,
about women buyers? How much percentage are?
So between 10 to 11% today, cars that are bought in luxury spaces bought by the women. I think this is also growing, and I'm sure this will also help us bring more cars for the women.
Right.
And we'll continue to grow in this
Any
space.
new trend do you see in the buying space in terms of consumer behavior? What are they asking for, and what kind of things they look for in a luxury?
So I think one of the important topic is digitalization. So whether it is pre-purchase, during purchase, or post-purchase, this is something which is growing and developing, and a lot of customers interact with us through digital channel. So what was there before, a newspaper advertisement, today we are able to achieve this through either one-to-one connect with the customers, or through also sometimes through social media connect, through our websites, through our apps. So this is something which is changing. So a lot of awareness that is spreading through digital means is something which is also growing very, very fast in India.
Got it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure is always.